I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's Double MD, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels, here with episode 138 of our Fire Emblem Three Houses Let's Playing, guys. If you missed last episode, we did yet another battle in the forest, did an auxiliary battle. Today we're going to be doing some exploration, but before we get into that, we got a few things to do. Number one is we want to get through these supports here. As we continue trying to get all the supports done before we finish the game. And it looks like we have Lorenz and Claude here, so we'll go and start that up. Let me see how the audio is looking.
The earth nurtures the trees, and the trees bear fruit.
Turn it up a
it's
little
the
bit.
earth itself that gives us all life.
Let me just turn it up a hair. See how that looks.
Oh, Fodlan, what are you doing?
There's one clicked.
Oh, Fodlan, land of plenty.
Alright,
Bless
we're
it.
good.
What are you doing? Oh, it's just you, Lawrence.
I was disturbed by your ridiculous blather. Must you recite it quite so loudly? And can you even call that nonsense poetry when it is utterly ignorant of rhyme and meter?
Ouch! You don't hold back, do you? I didn't know you were so particular about poetry. Ha! Maybe you have a secret poetry collection of your own hidden somewhere.
That's absurd. Where did you hear that?
Was it Manuela? Did Manuela tell him?
What was that poem about? It seemed to me that you were praising the land, but is it not the goddess who nurtures the land? Should your praise not go to her instead?
Of course you zero in on that detail. You really are a Fodlan noble through and through.
Certainly. Aren't you?
Ooh.
I'm not quite the same, no. Though noble blood flows within me, it can't change who I am at heart.
Pardon? I think you had best clarify.
Listen, Lawrence, you had ambitions of becoming the Alliance's ruler, didn't you? Would you like to try that for real? If you really want it, I wouldn't mind giving up my position.
What's this all of a sudden? That is not an offer to be made in jest.
I'm not joking around. I've been thinking it for a while now. I originally thought you were like a fox drawn in by the deer of the Alliance. But I was wrong. You're no thoughtless predator. You're trying to properly train the deer around you. Isn't that right?
That is my intention. But the ambition is insufficient. To rule well, a certain temperament is required. When we first met, I mistrusted you a great deal, and on my father's advice, I observed you closely. That is why I can say this for certain. You possess the qualities necessary to govern.
A compliment from you? That's about as rare as a deer standing on its hind legs and doing a jig.
Merely a statement of fact, one that is quite relevant to the future of the Alliance.
The future of the Alliance, huh? You really are devoted to your cause.
Depending on your actions, I may yet see fit to seize your position for myself. Bear that in mind.
I welcome the idea. It means I can feel safe vanishing whenever I see fit.
Vanishing? Do not tell me you intend to die in this conflict. You cannot shape the future if you do not live to see it.
Ha! First you compliment me, and now you're worrying about me? What have you done with the real Lawrence? No, I'm not going to die. I'm tougher than I look. Besides, this war isn't just for the Alliance anymore. It's going to decide the fate of all Fodlan. It would be cruel to leave you with the burden of uniting all of Fodlan by yourself, don't you think?
Burden? Please. If there were none other suitable, I would gladly become a king. Or even an emperor.
Well, well. I guess I shouldn't take Lawrence of the famous House Gloucester so lightly. Really, though. Don't you go dying on me either, Lawrence. We're going to need men like you in the age to come.
The same to you, Claude. A world without you would be ever so dull.
Aww. Look at these two having quite the bromance. You'll love to see it. Alright, so now Lawrence also has Hilda and Leonie. Oh crap. I should have marked that off my my list here. So let's see, Claude's at the near the top. Okay, so him and Lorenz should be done, right? Yeah, they're as high as they can get. So I crossed that off my list completely. Cross it off Lorenz's as well. Alright, looks like I get to cross off Hilda and Leone as well. Oh, sorry. Just Hilda. No? What's up with the... There's two blue... Well, there's one blue arrow above the A. I don't know. We'll figure that out here in a minute, I guess. I don't know if that means there's two different ways that support can go, or if it's like a level up. I don't know. We'll start with Hilda though, and then we'll go from there.
Lawrence, look!
So Lawrence and Hilda are done. Just cross these off real fast. All right.
What is it, Hilda?
Just got a letter. A letter.
Ah, a letter from your brother?
That's right. Though part of me thinks it's some stranger imitating my brother's handwriting. He's never given me this much praise. Hilda, you've learnt the value of persistence. You're really maturing, stuff like that. Usually his letters are like, I'm worried about you, and stop being so lazy.
Since I have fought by your side, I can assure you that his praise is genuine and entirely deserved.
I've written about fighting in plenty of letters. Why is he so gushy this time around?
I would venture to guess that your depictions of battle are more passionate than before. It's no surprise that such authenticity would resonate with a veteran warrior like your brother.
If that's true, I have you to thank. You've inspired me to throw myself into battle. Does everyone think I'm a tough warrior now? I don't want to be stuck with their high expectations.
Would that be so terrible? You are gifted, you know. Not to say that your lackadaisical nature has failed to endear itself to me.
I'll choose to take that as a compliment.
Speaking of letters, did you keep your promise? Did you, mention me?
I did. I told my brother all about you. I said you were a uniquely gifted leader who could inspire people to be their best selves. And I said that you'll be a real asset to the Alliance. I also told him how I wished you could join our family. He responded that he'd be honored to call
What's
you
going
his
on
son.
here? Hold up.
Truly? Oh, to have such a valiant brother would be beyond my wildest expectations.
Lawrence, you know what I mean about you joining our family, right?
I believe I do. And I confess, if I am correct, that the same thought has preoccupied me as well. But you must forgive me. Now is not the time. Before we can consider our own future, we must first end this war. We must secure a peaceful world.
And if we do attain a peaceful world, then what? Come on! Just say it.
As much as I'd like to grant that request, I cannot. This is something that will deeply affect our lives. It must be said at the proper time and place, with the most artfully chosen words, and the perfect offering. I am Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, after all.
His middle name is Hellman. What a middle name.
I'm not usually one for waiting around, but maybe I'll make an exception in his case.
Wow. Potential marriage in the future, huh? Alright, so let's see what this blue little arrow is all about.
Hey, got a minute?
Ah, Leone, are we to sharpen swords again?
No, I came to give you this handkerchief back. Sorry, I know I held on to it for a while.
Right, like...
You lent me this, remember?
Did you wash it?
I recall giving it to you. It is a noble's duty to give to the common folk. In return, the commoner need only pay respect.
That's nice. You left out the part where the nobles take all the stuff the regular folks make?
Yes, the common folk give the fruits of their labor, willingly, I might add, as a token of that respect. The head of San village offers his tribute in exactly that spirit, you know.
San? That's my village. You knew?
Of course. We granted exclusive hunting rights to San, and forbade outsiders from poaching. In fact, when we received complaints about just that, we hired mercenaries to deal with the issue.
So that's what brought Gerald.
What was that?
Nothing. Look, just take the handkerchief. I'm returning something I borrowed from a friend.
Very well. As your friend, I will accept it.
You know, I really wish you wouldn't think of nobles as always giving and commoners as only receiving. Friends help each other, without thinking about status. And that help goes both ways.
Quite so. And when I require the aid of a friend, I assure you I will happily recognize it. But only with friends. In the main, I must continue to refuse assistance from the common folk. For a noble to accept would be disgraceful.
I always thought he was just stuck up. Turns out, he just has this grand idea of nobility he's trying to live up to. Oh no! I didn't even give him the handkerchief.
Come on, Leone. Alright, so they're at A now. Let me... Well, it still has one little arrow on top of the A. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, I guess I won't cross it out exactly, but I'll put that. I'll put a little note at A with an arrow over it. So I guess we'll see if we can get that other arrow, or like I said, maybe it's a different path. I don't know. Where is... There's Lorenz. Okay. Copy and paste that message there. Alright. Why is Cloud completely done with everybody? No. Did I accidentally delete all of the Cloud things? Gosh darn it. Bear with me, Lysithea. He has one to go. Marianne. One to go. Hilda. One to go. Leone. One to go. By the way, Sunki Avon had mentioned something that I already kind of theorized anyways. I'm not sure if I mentioned it out loud or not. That I would assume that it was very important to get the supports with Claude in this run, because I don't think we can recruit him in other runs, and I'm pretty sure that's the case. They had mentioned that I should, I guess, find it very important basically to get support levels with Claude. Alright, so Cyril, 1, Balthus, 3. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there with Claude, but I made an error. Okay, let's take a break from those for now. We'll come back to those in a little bit. We got lots to do here. We've already used up 12 minutes. Alright, let's go exploring here. We're going to obviously raise our motivation with people. I want to look at the quests here. Still have the supply run quest. No other quest here though, which is interesting. One thing we want to look at is we want to look at some weapons. We want to give some more magical weapons to people. So the Sun Cave I had mentioned. I actually wrote down a handful of notes. I won't read through all of them now, but are there any other relevant ones for this exploration? Some when we get to instructing. We'll deal with that in a little bit. One thing they mentioned, and this is interesting because I actually didn't know this at all. They mentioned a strength weight mechanic, and they mentioned if Johanna is above 25 strength, she can carry 5 weight without speed penalty, which means we could replace her training sword with an equally hit rate Iron Sword plus, Rapier plus, or a similar 5 weight sword for her. And the same is true for Iron plus bows, lances at 30 strength, but never gauntlets or axes. Those are still more accurate training plus form. Let's see, the only reason they keep training plus swords, lances, and bows when strength is at 25/30 would be that they are cheaper, which is a good point. Okay, so we'll be looking at a lot of stuff here in terms of equipment. That's definitely something we need to pay attention to. Let's see. Okay, so let's go to the garden, or the greenhouse. Alright, any items? Nope. Harvest. Got the Rocky Burdock. Kinds of goodies. We're getting close to leveling up our professor level. Okay, so we want to plant some more stuff. Alright, so I'm trying to remember what was the speed combination again. It was like blue, light blue. It was, okay, 3 pale blue, 1 white, 1 purple. 1 purple, 1 white, okay. Cultivate. Looks like the yield is going to be the same regardless, so... boom. Alright, so we're good there.
Right.
Alright, so the Fisher area. Looking for some items around here. Okay, so some no fruit. Talk to Anna.
Reunion on the back. You gotta keep looking after them all.
Secret shop. Master Seal. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it.
Thanks a bunch.
So we have a prayer ring, action ring, hexlock shield, and silver shield. Okay. I need to pause some stuff from Yuri. I need to give Flame her knowledge gem back.
Come back soon.
Made a little bit of an error there. Alright, so we will probably give this to someone else, maybe? Alright, so let me... Yuri... Another weightless shield. Okay, we'll do something with that here as well. I don't think anybody else needs... oh, no. Pause the White Verona. I still need to use those items too. So she has the healing staff. What does Marianne have? The magic staff. What does that do? Yeah, it's pretty good. But would it be better to give her... oops. Yeah. This? Magic attack range +2. Sure. I think I'm going to trade out the healing staff though for that magic staff. Okay. That's fine. They also mentioned Hilda having a good magic stat. So we can give her the Aura Knuckles, is that what they're called? Must not have written that one down. Gosh darn it. Okay. So That was a secret shop. Let's take a look at the dark merchant. The dark merchant. Nothing here I really care about at the moment.
Tell your friends.
Hey, you have a good eye. Come again.
Not really worried about any of these things,
there.
really.
Return soon, please.
Okay.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Does he
Welcome.
have these things for sale? Okay. So 11 sword we can buy one of, which I definitely want.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
If we look at weight at 10, so we could do an iron sword plus instead of training sword with Yohane, which will do a little bit more damage. If I level up silver, maybe it'll be at a 5 weight. I'll have to see.
Come back soon.
Professor.
Move to the blacksmith.
Hey there.
Forge. Silver gauntlets, steel gauntlets. A+ or higher, so we have to get our ranking up. I think this might be where we get the Aura Knuckles. So let's get our professor level up real fast so we can do those.
No. Professor.
Let's go. Wait. Oh, it's Leone. I was like, who is that?
Quad takes as long. That's what everyone.
Alright, let's go to dining hall. Okay. So let's see here. We'll do this.
I did. This is.
Maxed out, baby. Let's go. Cool. Let's see. Let's do this. We'll go Yuri and Cyril.
I've eaten many meals. This is.
Alright. Plaza 100%. Leone and Catherine. Get their motivation up.
That
Eating food.
Flame. I don't really care about consonants. We'll go Marianne and Hilda.
food. I feel.
For menu. So I need to get Flame and Ignots up.
This food is.
This isn't.
Alright. think that might be everybody. I mean, Sedith. I could just give him some items maybe to level him up. Wait, was that 0? Balthus. Oh, never mind. We'll just do this. This will work. Okay. Sorry, 25 minutes already? Jeez. We'll go a little bit longer in this episode, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, so let's talk to Sedith. Wherever Sedith might be. Probably in the top right area. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's usually in here, right? Yep.
Fort Mert, we cannot enter whatever stress. Oh.
Wait, I'm stupid. I literally just fed him and Balthus. I was trying to read some of my notes too. I was trying to think ahead. God dang it. Oh, not a big deal. Okay, so let's go back down to the marketplace. Now that we're A+, we should hopefully be able to make some better items.
Hey there.
So Hilda specifically. So I guess I'm gonna look at their magic, huh? So let me. Okay. So magic rise, you're at 17. I'm not really sure what's considered high. I'm gonna assume that Raphael at 12 is very low, so I'm not gonna worry about giving him the Aura Knuckles. 15. I doubt 15's high enough. I'm gonna assume maybe like 20. Well, 19's not bad. I mean, it might not be bad just to have as an item anyways. With units with low resilience. But, yeah, see, his magic is really low, so I'm probably not going to worry about giving him a pair. I could give her a magic item. She has a braid bow that I can get rid of as well. That I shouldn't have that. Okay. Also need to give roster. No, not roster. Let's go to inventory. Also, funny enough, Slinky Avon also left me a treasure map, as they called it. Since you haven't used any of those yet, despite several characters being ready for it, I assume you haven't found it yet. So here's a little treasure map for you. And they wrote out basically this little chart here and pointed to battalions. So so I gotta change. I guess they want me to change battalions of people, which makes sense. Problem is I just don't know which ones are best for. I know stats is the most important thing, but see, here's the confusing part though, and this is what I don't know yet. When you look at the numbers, right, of your stats, you have red numbers and blue numbers. I don't know which one's which. I'm going to assume that red numbers is lowering those stats, because if you look at like this one in particular, right? So if you look at the stats here, physical attack is +8 and then it goes down to -2. So I'm going to assume that that's what's happening, or I'm losing 2. That I'm not too sure about yet. But the blue, like in magic attack, there's going +3. Resilience +3. Protection +0. But see, it's red. So I'm guessing it goes down to 4, down to 0. So down 4. I'm guessing with those numbers. I was trying to wait before I did these battalions, waiting for the confirmation on that. But I think that's what it is. I don't know. So the thing about the battalions are, let's say I go to Flame. She can't use any of these because her authority is probably really low, right? I'm guessing. Yeah, her authority is an E, so I need to get her authority up at some point. So... see, this seems pretty good on in the Immortal Corpse. Plus, well, I guess avoidance and protection aren't necessarily the best thing. Physical attack plus 8 though. So, okay, so I can get this one, or this one, and that's it. Maybe I should buy some more? First, let's replenish. Hire. So, I mean, I guess I could hire all of these, right? And then that'll give me more options.
We will see.
Do you want to hire this? We will. Do you want to hire this? Do you want
Like,
to
that's how that works, right? That's gonna give it to me in my inventory, I'm guessing. Or am I wasting my gold here doing what I'm doing? Look at all those blues, man. That's incredible. Physical attack plus 2, hit plus 15, avoidance plus 10, resilience plus 1. It's pretty
Do you
good.
want to hire this battalion? Ready for your...
I guess the best way to... okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I just buy this one, the linked horses?
Do you want to hire this?
Nice to meet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, I'm
Do you
buying them.
want to
Okay.
hire- Do you want to hire? Do you want to?
So I'll just buy them all.
Do you want to?
Nice.
Do you want to? Do you want to?
We'll do it.
Do you want to?
Let's.
Do you want to? Do you want to?
Yep.
Do you want
Alright.
to hire?
Go for it.
Okay, so I've bought them all. Alright. So it's not how... I didn't realize that's how that worked. But we bought them all. Okay. So now we can go to battalions here. And Yohane specifically. I'm going to assume we're going to want the A-ranked ones. I'm going to assume they're the best. So we have the cavalry, archers, this one gives a decent amount of stats. So we have this one here, plus 20 hit, plus 10 crit, which would be pretty good, plus 4 to protection, plus 8 to physical attack. That's not bad. That's the one we already had, actually. Yeah, that retribution. So that one's good. That one's not bad at all. But maybe I should give retribution to someone that's more of a ranged champion. A ranged character, I should say, maybe. That way I can give my teammates this buff and stay in the back. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. What was the other one we looked at? We saw the, it was like a poison one, right? Oh, we can sort them. Let me sort them by authority. Yeah, that's good. I see, I don't even see the poison. Unless maybe it was a different level. Like it was an A. I don't see it anywhere. So we have the sword fighters, the repelling co, archers and cavalry, plus 15 the crit. But again, that's well, might even be better on a melee when you look at the line there, right? The way it works. And plus it's giving avoidance and stuff. Maybe I give this to Yohani and then something else to Ignatz. It's gonna take me a while to pick these, though, is the thing. I'm dumb, by the way. The poison one is this one right here. Okay, so this was the poison one I was looking at. So if I grab this, right, and I compare it to this, the only thing I'm gaining is resilience and avoidance, but I lose so much more. So I think I'm going to keep what I have on her. I didn't mean to click that. So let's go by authority. Okay, so these, so the filters the ones at the top that I can use. That's handy. I'm glad it does that. Okay, so currently we have a mortal corpse, which seems pretty decent. Although, you know, like I said, maybe the avoidance or protection could be used on somebody else. Maybe like Leonie, if she can use this one. I'm not sure if she can. I mean, we have the Golden Deer one. We lose physical attack. We lose a lot of stats, actually. Honestly, I think we're better off just keeping what we have with him as well. Lawrence. Alright, we're going to sort again by authority. I wish I could go backwards on the sort. There we go. So currently, God damn it. Currently we have this. Plus 3 to magic attack, plus 5 to hit, resilience, and I think that's charisma. The SHA. So does any other raise magic? This raised magic by 1. We lose avoidance. We lose a little bit of resilience. We gain some charisma. We lose hit. We're gaining 1 additional magic attack. I kind of like what we got already. Yeah, none of these are really appealing to me. More so than the one we already have. So far, we're keeping the ones that we have on everybody. Alright, so now we have Raphael here. He's more of one of our frontliners, you know. So right now this is giving physical attack, hit, charisma, protection. Okay. So we have the archers, which is going to give avoidance. I'm thinking I might try to give that to like Leonie though. She's really our big frontliner at this point. This one heals, gives magic attack. We don't want to give that to you. So yeah. Oh, let me sort by authority. There we go. So we have this one here. We lose physical attack and hit, but we gain protection, resilience, and charisma. This one, more magic attack. Again, don't really care about magic with this guy. Okay, this one seems really good. This Alliance Guard. Plus 10 to crit, that's really good. Might stick that on like Hilda or something. More crit. Physical attack. This one's pretty much tank. A tank specialty. You know what? Maybe more hit's good though. God damn it, I keep clicking X. We'll go with that one. Ignatz! Our boy named Roy. We're probably going to give this one to... In fact, let me just click on Leonie now. So she is our, like I said, pretty much our top tank. I want to give her the best one that I can give her. I'm thinking we've already passed it. I was just kind of rapid looking at the stats here. So I'm thinking... I passed it again without realizing. I think it might be this one. Oh no, but this is so she can't use the one that Ignatz has. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, because it's it's a B rank. Okay, I just can't use it. Okay. So we have this one. We lose crit, which is fine. She's not really worried about critting. More so as she has defense. But we lose avoidance. We gain a bunch of other stuff. Claws would be really good, like I said. But then, what am I going to give Claude? You know? What am I going to give Claude? So we have the Golden Deer, which is fine. No crit though. I kind of want to give him some crit. I guess I can sort by crit. Which there are none. There is none. None available. Very good. Huh. I guess he just gets the Golden Deer. Oh, we got so many more of these to go through. Okay, so this is given +3 to magic, attack. This one seems fine. I'm just gonna keep it on her. Hilda. So obviously with Hilda, obviously physical attack is kind of our priority. Maybe some crit. The defensive stats are fine as well. So she's kind of she's in melee range, so she's gonna be taking some hits. Don't really care so much about the although, if we're gonna be making her some aura gauntlets, maybe getting some magic isn't a bad idea. But we lose physical attack for it. I don't know if it's worth it. Something to consider though. This is a pretty solid one. It's lightning. I don't really want to give her lightning. This seems pretty decent. We lose 1 physical attack, but we're gaining quite a bit of magic. Yeah, screw it. Leonie already took care of. We don't really care about Felix, Sedith. His is actually fine the way it is. Is there anyone that are better? He doesn't have too many options. There we go. We have this one, and this one. I think he's fine with what he has. Flame needs 1, but she doesn't have authority. We've already looked at that. Catherine probably a little disrespected with hers, if we're being honest. I assume the more we level these up too, the more stats they give. So we need to level some more of these bad boys up. So again, with Catherine, much like our other like melee characters here, we want a physical attack, crit, tank stats aren't too bad on her either. So our avoidance goes a +15 from -10. And all we lose is -2 magic, and we lose 1 physical attack. This seems pretty good. We do lose protection though. That one I'm considering. This one is okay. Hit +30. I think we might go with this one. Shamir. Another one that's probably disrespected with the one that we got her. Alright, so physical attack. I doubt there's any crit available. Well, this one has crit. +3 physical, +10 crit, +10 hit. Yeah, I'm A-okay with that one. There's some other ones that give crit as well. I think I'm fine with what we have. Cyril. Literally has one choice other than what he already has. We lose a physical attack. Nah, I think he's just gonna have to keep the one he has for now. Balthus, since we're using Balthus a little bit more, doesn't. Okay, can use an authority, level E. Again, melee guy, so physical attack is good. We might go with one of these. We have this one plus 15 of. Well, that's pretty good. Alright, and then Yuri has this one, which I'm fine with. Okay, so we're good. We've done that. That was a lot. We're at 45 minutes. So guys, I think we can go ahead and end it there. I know that was a lot to do there, but it's something I need to do for a while. But thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, we'll continue our exploration. We'll use the rest of our activity points, do some instruction, and we might enter into an auxiliary battle if we have time. We'll see. That's obviously what we're going to do next week regardless. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm the Maverick Daniels, being your feral peace and one love. Bang!